New shooter coverage of NAB 2024 is sponsored by Atomos, B&H Photo Video, and Atlas Lens Co.
Hi, it's Matt here for newshooter.com at NAB 2024. I'm with Florian at the Kelvin booth now. This is the EPOS 600, which we first saw sort of I guess it was still almost in prototype stage last year here at NAB, but now this is the finalized version that's shipping.
Yes, so first of all, thank you for being here. Pleasure to have you here. Yeah, that's now the EPOS 600 as I would say as it should be, and it has to be, and I'm glad that it arrived on time. So the team in Winterbro in Oslo really worked hard to get it done to the very last second, and actually my bosses hand carry it to make it on time. And now the EPOS 600 really is at the release stage. We have to tweak a little bit here and there, and for us this is really a good opportunity, to get all to the details with a lot of people touching it, moving it, turning it around, getting all to the details from on their own. Yeah.
So what's actually changed from when we first saw the original version?
Some minor things you don't see because they're inside. Other things you might even have noticed now, this release here. So there's a detachable yoke on the outside as well. We changed the IP rating, so to say. Now, weatherproof is what I like to call it. A lot of people always ask about IP. Okay, so it's X5. Whether it's in 65 or whatever, let's see, but it's X5 and it withstands the test of time and also any kind of weather condition wherever you like to shoot. So this has been something which needs to be considered, during the design phase, and they had to make some adjustments. For the rest, it stayed very crucial elements the same. So with the 6-color light engine, we use a very specific red emitter. This is already used on the EPOS 300, and we consider this as a unique. It gives you a very, very nice reddish color fidelity, and so we kept it here. But it is, of course, a 600 watt level. So this gives up to 9,000 lux. I did the measurement my own, so I trust it very well in 3-meter distance. I think it gets close to a PAR 1200 HMI on the lux level if I compare datasheet. It's a little bit of a different spread. Why we did it, I have to go there. What also changes, we created a new lens to it. So the optical system was optimized. So there's a light engine, there's a mixing chamber, and there is now this new lens. I call it the hyper lens. Everybody calls it hyper, so I'd stick to high performance lens as well. And this alone gives you about 15% extra. The great thing about this one is it also fits to the EPOS 300, but it will be exclusively in the beginning for the EPOS 600. And I think that's a very sophisticated approach. Yeah.
And for people who may be thinking, okay, why should I buy Kelvin over another brand? What makes this better than the competition?
With better, I struggle to sometimes. What I think is very good to know, it's the combination of the color fidelity. We go from 1700 Kelvin to 20,000 Kelvin, which is already a huge range, but also the color space. So we go all the color spaces you normally use with the Rec 2020 and all that stuff. As I said, the red is extraordinary performing in terms of output, but also the color replication. It's the build quality. So this product is not just on the outside smartly designed. We have opened up here an EPOS 300 on a request of a service lady. She's really wanted to know the details. And if you look on the inside, this in terms of service, hopefully there is no one coming back to us with a service case. But just in case, it's easy to maintain and service them so that it really keeps you rolling. So it's the combination of the use case. The MMI comes with this beautiful design. It's a touch, but also with the standard knobs. So it's easy to configure, set it up, and work with it, even without a manual. And you achieve beautiful light, high color accuracy. You can run it everywhere in the world. You can run off-grid, both batteries or Instagrid or Blue Shape, other stuff like that, offering AC as well. So the entire system gives you a reliable, very versatile product. And again, the service idea behind it, it's unique, and of course the color replication as well. If you say this is better, I don't know. But from my perspective, it's a very convincing argument for the entire system.